Take 3. It was early morning Wednesday, and I was up before the dawn. But I got to have things my own way, or I must be moving on. Alright, I tried to do this video 3 times now, and I couldn't keep it under 10 minutes, and so YouTube threw me out. Anyhow, 1 year ago today, my father passed away. And I'm sure that most of you will remember this date in history, because September the 16th, 2008, 1 year ago today, the stock market died too. My father lived through one depression, and it affected his entire life. He was like many people you know who was affected by the Great Depression. He saved everything, and I'm going through a lot of that here at Windy Hill, because he would save old tires if they still had tread on them. I happen to know they won't go 10 miles and they'll fly apart, and that's what you really need to have when you already have a flat tire. It happened to me once going to Atlanta in the middle of the night. At any rate, and we had sold, actually it did, the family trust account is more than my other accounts, because I had talked to the accountants just before Dad passed away, and they said, well, I said, I'll sell all the year-end losses by the end of the year. And they said, no, you've got to sell them before he passes away in order to take, a tax advantage I wasn't aware of. So we dumped them literally the day before Dad passed away. And so that account recovered much more quickly than some of my personal accounts. Everybody says we're going up. Used to be me and a few other people, and Kramer, of course, was one of them, and a bunch of other people. But there were a lot of people saying, this was a bear market rally, and there was going to be a pullback. And now it seems like pretty much everybody is on board saying, yeah, the recession's over, and we're in economic recovery, and we're going up, up, up. Okay? You know what the rule is. The market will do whatever it has to do to prove the most people wrong. So I'm saying, get ready for the pullback. Martha Stewart was on Squawk Box this morning. I love you, Martha. One of my MySpace friends. Martha was, when she was in prison, I actually wrote to her. I thought that was just a tremendous travesty of justice. I think that was one of the most awful things. What did Martha do? Martha got a stock tip and sold some stock. Oh my, that's so horrible. The people in the SEC should be in jail, and they should have to pay back the salaries that they gave, because instead of chasing Martha around, they should have been looking for people like Bernie Madoff and Bernie Madoff, because there was more than one. But at any rate, and I'm not going to malign anybody else, but those kinds of people should be in jail. If you defrauded people and you did something awful and you just stole their money, then you should be in jail. But there's no reason that Martha should have ever been in jail. Martha is a very positive person, and she does positive things for everybody. In your life, somehow, probably, Martha Stewart has positively affected your life. Whether it's teaching you how to cook, or selling you some aprons and stuff for your kitchen. But at any rate, Martha is a builder and a producer, and those are the good people. And forget about the people who tear things down. And like I said, the people at the SEC, who are the ones that we should be pursuing. We shouldn't let them off the hook. They ought to be in jail. People that are in responsible positions and aren't responsible ought to be punished. Criminally prosecuted. Financials. Bank of America. Ken Lewis. My favorite people. I love the Bank of America. They're such wonderful people. You know I love the Bank of America. They cost me a lot of money. I wrote them some letters. When they took over Countrywide, I lost a lot of money. They did the stock market open. If I'd have been paying attention, it was sent to my P.O. box down in South Florida. I just didn't see it. But so, and they a couple times when they could have helped me, or said they were going to help me, strung me out for a couple months, and then, oh, we're not making that kind of loan anymore. You know, the number in the back of my head is 350K, and I'm making it back slowly off of Bank of America. So I'm dancing on their grave when they stumble. But at any rate, now Kramer is out saying, you know, he thinks Bank of America is going to be a $40 stock again. You think really, Jim? I've been saying that for a while. I think 40 is just the beginning. I think we're going to look at a stock split after that and probably go back up to 40 and stay there again. So I'm looking for like a doubling in that. Bank of America was a giant a year ago. And now half the competition's been wiped out. They own Countrywide, one of the biggest mortgage companies in this country. And they own that little Wall Street company. What was the name of it? Merrill Lynch, I think it was. They own Merrill Lynch. Bank of America is going places. March 9th, the Haynes bottom. Mark Haynes, congratulations. Bank of America was $3.14. Yesterday it closed at $16.79. $16.79. It only pays a 0.20% dividend. 0.20. Don't worry about that. It's going to go up. It's up 66.24% for me. And I bought it at $10.10, not $3.14. And if you'd have waited 2 days after I told you to buy it, you could have bought it for half of what I paid for it. And then it went down to $3.14. But it's up, up, up. And it's going to keep going up, up, up. So Bank of America is a good stock. Another financial stock is BlackRock. BCF BlackRock. It pays a 9.62% dividend. Now, in the Yahoo page, the home page, the summary page that I use to track portfolios, it doesn't say that they pay a dividend, and I don't know why, because it's actually listed as a dividend. I had to go in and do the math on this one. I can't take credit for this. Joanne Brown, manager at 30-year plus manager, by the way, at Morgan Stanley, and a very intelligent woman, manages one of my accounts, which is a Morgan Stanley account, and Joanne picked BlackRock, 72.26% up since she bought it. I'd have to go back and pull the exact date, but it was this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Joanne. If any of you want information on how to contact Joanne, please contact me, and I'll get information to Joanne where you can either call her or whatever. The only dog in that account that Joanne manages is the RZ, the Razor Corporation, which I said, Joanne, just buy it. And I won't do that again, Joanne. I won't give you any direction. That is your account, and if I'm going to hold you responsible for it, then you need to have the freedom to do whatever you want in there. And I've told her a number of times to do that. That was a mistake. I won't do it again. But that is the biggest dog in there. The only other stock I have in there that's losing some money is GE. And GE, she only bought it a little early. That's all. GE is a good stock. We all know that. She could have gotten a better deal, but, you know, who hasn't done that? Duh. Anyway, RZ, I still believe in RZ. They make the drive system for the 100-mile-per-gallon Hummer, and they make the put together in a box geothermal plants partnered with United Technologies, and they can go stick a pipe in the ground and get you a producing power plant in 12 months. That's incredible. I still love that stock. The lower you can buy it, the better. I will tell you that because of what they do and how they do it, I am emotional about that stock, and of course that's never a good thing. And the last one I'm going to talk to you about on page 1 of this video is VVR, Vanguard Senior Income Trust. Pays an 8.10% dividend, pays it monthly, and I like monthly. So I'm going to cut this off before the 10-minute deadline, and I'll see you on page 2.